Hi, welcome back to my channel. Today I have 3 more tower block DIYs and I'm also doing a giveaway, so stay till the end for the details for that. There's first DIY, you need 2 of the 72 block tower block packs. And I'm using some Dollar Tree super glue wood glue. And then I'm going to glue together 6 blocks in a line. And I'm going to make 2 of these, and then I'm going to glue 3 sets of 2 tower blocks together, and this is to make a ladder, and I'm only going to show you me making 1 of them, but I do make 2. And then I'm using the square ruler so that this will all be level, and then I just glue the 3 pieces on, and then I make sure that I wipe all the glue off, and then I'm just gluing on some of these wee half beads on the other side of the ladder. And there's my other ladder I made, and I also made 3 of these, and they are 4 blocks by 6 blocks, 4 by 6, and then I'm just gluing them on to make a wee ladder shell, because everybody liked the little mini ladders I found in Dollar Tree and I couldn't find any more, so I thought I would just make them myself. And this is this is what it looks like when it's all glued together. And I had to get some of these clips, and you don't have to, you could always sit something heavy on top, but if you have them then use them. And I stain it with the Waverly Antique Wax. And this is how it turned out. It's just a wee shelf you can put wee trinkets on, and I think it turned out really cute, but you guys can let me know what you think down below in the comments. For this next DIY, you need 2 more of the 72 block packs of tower blocks. And then I made 2 more. I need a bit more attention because the camera ran out again. The battery ran out when I was filming. So I put the first ladder step at the top of the first tower block, and then I did it at the top of, the top of the third one, and then I went up 3 again and glued it there, and then I glued on those wee half beads on the other side, and I made 2 ladders. And now I'm going to make the little boxes. So I'm just going to show you one, and it is 7 blocks by 2, so you need 14 blocks for the bottom, and then you need 4 blocks for each side. And I just glued them on like this. And then I press them down and put them in position, and then just make sure you wipe off any of the glue that comes out. And then I just put the other ones on top. And I made 3 of these. Always make sure you wipe the excess glue. So here's my 2 ladders, and I'm gluing them on with the shortest part of the ladder at the bottom. And then I left that to dry so that I could glue on the next piece. And I just glued this ladder, and then I turned it over and glued it this way. So that's why you need to make sure your glue sets first. And you could put something heavy on it if you want, but mine's dried fine. And I just made sure I wiped off all the excess glue. And then I stained it with the Waverly Antique Wax. You could stain it before you put it all together, but I like to build the stuff before I do. And I found more of the metal ribbon, so I bought all the different patterns that they had. And I bought a few of each. And I'm just measuring where I'll need to cut it. And I'm going to fold it over at the edges, so I made sure it was going to be long enough to fold around the tower blocks. And I made 3 of them. So I just measured and cut 3 of them. And it's easy just to cut with the scissors. And I was going to make another DIY that you can see I've got a plaster, well, you guys call it band-aid, on my finger because I cut it when I was cooking, so I ended up just finishing off this DIY. And I paint the ribbon with some Spanish moss chalk paint. I think it's by Folk Art. I think so. And I just dab it on with a sponge brush, and I gave it 2 coats of this, and I really like this colour, but I didn't think that the silver goes with the Waverly Antique Wax. I don't know, you might like it, but I didn't really like how it looked, so I decided to paint it. And then, so I tried to hot glue it on, but obviously can't put too much hot glue because it has so many little cutout pieces and you don't really want to see the glue. So I tried to do that, it didn't work. I tried some gem tack, but it was like too sloppy everywhere. So I used the Dollar Tree Fix-All, and I just put a little dab in the middle of each of the little flower things, and then I used these clips to hold it down, and it wasn't perfect, but it was better than when I tried it with the hot glue. So if you haven't got these clips, I don't know, maybe just clothespins. I don't know why I was trying to put that little one on. But this is how it turned out. And I just filled it with some succulents and Spanish moss, and I think it turned out really pretty, and I'm glad that I put that green colour on the ribbon. And for this last DIY, I'm going to use 2 more 72 block tower block packets. And then I'm using the super glue wood glue again. And then I'm just gonna make a square with 8 tower blocks. And this is for the top of the lantern. And then I'm gonna make another square. And this is for the bottom. So just make the same and then I fill it in. I probably should have made the middle part first. I messed it up there. Anyway, so this is what it should look like. And one of my tower blocks was a little bit short, so I just moved it along a little bit because once it's all glued together you won't even notice the tiny wee space. And then I made a row of tower blocks that I was going to do more, but I decided on 6. And then I made 16 of these. I know it's a lot. And then I decided to glue on the little half beads, and I did 4 different sizes. And the biggest one in the middle going out to the smallest one, and then I'm going to stain it all with the Waverly Antique Wax because it would just be too hard to stain it all once it was put together, even though I would prefer to do that. And then I added on some of the bigger half beads for feet on the bottom, and then I'm just going to start by gluing it to the top, and I'm just going to glue 4 to each side, and I'm going to use a tower block to make sure it's evenly spaced. And I shouldn't have put the feet on yet, it would have been easier. But I did, so it's up to you if you want to put them on before you stain it or if you're going to stain it after. And I would do one side at a time. I was in a hurry, so I was trying to do 2 sides. And you could put the wee cubes behind these if you wanted to, but I didn't bother. So I left that to set. So once that had dried, I glued on the bottom. I just had to hold it in place. And then for the side, because I had decided to do 2 sides at once, when I glued it on, I just spaced it with a tower block between each of the pieces and then left it to dry. Had I not put the feet on, it would have been easier, I think. And once that was dry, I could just take the tower blocks out. And then I just glued on the other 2 sides. And it was much easier this time because I could just glue them on top. So I just did this one side and then I left it to dry, and then I glued the next side. I'll do the last side off camera. And this is how it turned out, and didn't get it on camera, but it looks really nice when the lights are down and the candle is on. So I'm gonna take another video of that and I'll put it on my Instagram if it turns out right. So this is my giveaway. I decided this is gonna go to one person. And I've just been collecting stuff that was new or that I thought was hard to find. So when I found this stuff, I bought a couple extra for this giveaway because I finally reached 5,000 subscribers. Last weekend? Was it last weekend? I can't remember. But anyway, I want to say thank you, even though 5,000 subscribers don't watch my videos. I found a metal ribbon, so I got some snakes, I got these wee boxes, and I got a bunch of stuff. The saw that I use and the beads that I love. And just some other wee things that I found. And oh, the tile stickers. I found them. And I found these, so I got one in every colour. And these new wee signs. So I hope somebody has lots of fun with all this stuff. So to win it, obviously make sure you're subscribed and make a comment. Leave a comment with Scotland in it, and I think you can choose random. YouTube does that for you, I think, so I'll have to check that. But anyway, do that, and then I think by next week I'll tell you who's won. So good luck and thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.